What's good, folks? Listen, we out here with a tier list ranking video today. Life is Strange. Every character, listen, this apple of ass. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to do this a different way. First, let's click on the name. Alright, Sean Diaz. Sean, I ain't gonna lie, I like Sean. He was kind of cool to me. I don't know if he was, you know what, he made a big improvement. You gotta see that man grow. So I'm not mad at putting him in A tier. I'm gonna have to drop that down to B tier. Listen, this might get stacked. I gotta have high expectations, so I might have to drop Sean down to B tier. But he did get the coup, so he might have to stay in A tier. Hold up, I'm putting this man in A tier. He did what he had to do. I'm not gonna lie. All right, next on the list, the teacher. I think it's Miss Grenna, something like that. You know, she was a cool teacher. She probably one of the coolest teachers out of all of them. So I'm gonna put her. You ain't no B tier though. I ain't gonna lie, you ain't that good. I'm gonna put you C tier. Yeah, not bad. Did what she had to do. You know, I'm basing this off more of what the character did, how good the character was. Next up, we got Chloe's pops. Listen, I know Chloe got a big thing with her pops, because, you know, it's her pops supposed to. But story-wise, he provide about the same as Miss Gretchen. Listen, I don't dislike him at all, but he ain't provide too much to the story for real. Of course, he as a plot device, perfect character, but nah. Victoria, I couldn't stand her ass. Ooh. Looking at this picture, ooh. Her, I might have to say B. I might have to say a B tier. Let me think about it though, cause she definitely not no A tier. I ain't gonna lie, I slide her right in the front side C category. You gotta go right here, cause I feel like B tier is a little step above, but she definitely above Chloe's dad and the teacher. I'm not gonna lie, she's like on the edge between B and C. Next up, we got Rachel's stepmom, or Rachel's fake mom. She was, I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember nothing from her for real. Sure, she was talking and all that, but she did what she had to do. Not that good, not that great. This is not really a dislike advantage, but I think this is a low C tier right now. Next up, we got that boy. Listen, I ain't played Life is Strange True Color in a minute, but I just remember he was a cool dude. He got a little aggressive. B tier. You know, he did save the day. I remember what he did. Just gotta remember his name. Don't mean I don't move. I don't know what the hell to say right there. I just moved. But on to the next one. I'm dropping this down here. Listen, I gotta make a new tier. I think I got to. Cause man, they not in the same tier, bro. I gotta put. Hey, D tier got a new criteria right now. What in the world happening? Goddamn. Okay, there we go. Had to work the sticks real quick. Listen, just cause you're in D tier don't mean you're a bad character. So yeah. Next up, we got Warren. Warren, you is not no S tier. You a cool. I ain't gonna lie, you saying it's Victoria Chase. Like, good character, not bad at all. A little weird. Ain't gonna lie, but he provided something to the story. He also taught you how to make that stuff to blow up that door, which is kind of crazy. So bonus points for that. Mushroom. Look at Mushroom. Esther, nah. Mushroom. He a dog. B tier. Listen, sometimes all you gotta do is be a dog. You gotta have that dog in you. You're a literal dog. My fault. It's a she. I remember that. Next, the girl who snotty nosed girl who was a little sick, like Life is Strange too. I don't remember her name. Ain't gonna lie. She was I ain't gonna lie, I remember pieces of it, but her story was, she kind of a big turning point if you think about it though. She is the reason that the whole cult thing got real active, so I'm gonna still put her a D tier. Probably a high D tier though. Next up, we got Steph. Listen, I don't know what the hell you listening to, but I'm thinking A or B tier. Listen, I gotta have our standards here. Is he on the same level as Sean Diaz? I'm trying to think right now. She not S tier. I'm not gonna lie. She not S tier though. I know that for a fact. But I think she might be on the same tier as Sean Diaz. Hey man, the little music stuff, the little thing afterwards, and the fact that she was in 2 of the games, it gave her a boost. A. Next up, we got this guy right here. Old freaky ass boy, he was talking to squirrels. I'm gonna put him in. I ain't gonna lie, I was always weird out about you, Sammy. Sammy a little weird. That man gonna have to go in C tier though, cause he was an interesting character. He was interesting. Rachel Amber's real mom. C tier. Listen, that don't mean it's bad. But her herself as a character, I don't think she's absolutely crazy and you just want to follow her wherever you go or whatever you think. But I'm gonna say C tier. Big impact, I'm starting to question this list now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to question this list. Listen, we might have to rearrange some stuff. Listen, Victoria, you going into B. Warden, you going into B. Mushroom, you gotta go down to the C. Listen, I'm sorry, Mushroom. I know you're a dog and all, but I gotta keep it real. Next, Ryan. This guy, Ryan. Listen, I like that. He was a cool guy, but it felt like if you did the romance thing, it was kind of weird. It felt like Buddy just took his dead homie girl. That's crazy. His dead homie sister, that girl, my fault. He was, my playthrough, he was just a little weird. You're not a weird guy, just the circumstances, it didn't line up right for him. Principal Wells, bald-headed motherfucker right here. Old Milk Dud head. Let's see, Milk Dud. You know what? I ain't like you that much, so you going in the C tier. You did something. I ain't like you, Milk Dud. I'm not gonna lie to you. Next, after Milk Dud, Rachel Amber. A tier. Listen to the story before the storm. All the stuff she did with Franken Beans, like all that stuff that really pushed her up to A tier. It might be a close S. I'm not gonna lie, Rachel Amber might be above Nate. I'm over here talking about Nate Diaz. I'm talking about UFC. My fault, Sean. But yeah, this is about right. I think this is about right. Next we got, let's see. We on Brody. B tier. Listen, Brody, I like them more than all these characters here. Well, of course I'm gonna like him more than Victoria, but Brody did what he had to do. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to slot him in A tier, but I'm gonna have him a high B tier because he didn't do enough to get A tier. I'm not gonna lie. We ain't gotta do too much explaining, bro. This piece of shit. Ooh, I hate this. Ooh. He done started all that. It's all because of this guy. That's why all this started. This guy right here done pissed me off. You know what? You going in E tier. Piece of shit. Nah, but story-wise, he does drive the whole story, if you think about it. Him and the cop drove the whole story. This man might have to go to S tier. I'm lying. Nah, you not that important, my boy. You going in D tier. It might be a little hate, little. Can you start the whole thing, man? You know, but the Papa Diaz would have been a lot of one for that man. But I guess it really wasn't his fault. Now I think about it, it was the cop's fault. I'll put you in C tier. You did enough. You did enough to get C tier. All right, next we got this. Ooh, I couldn't stand him. He was at the little cult thing with that lady. If y'all remember, he the one who put the gun. Bro is on a church ground with the Glocks and Dookies out. Like, I don't know what bro is thinking about. But you need to reevaluate yourself, sir. You get the C tier because you not main character. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I can't put him in C tier just cause I dislike him. But I don't think he did enough as Brody though. Enough to be in the same tier. So next, Nathan. Ugh. Can't stand him. You know what? A tier. A tier character. Cause I can't stand him. I still didn't. Oh, I don't care what they say. Oh, Nathan want that back. Hell nah. He a piece of shit. I let him get his ass beat. Listen, I had to get my get back on him. He tried to slap shit out of me. Alright, next. Mike. That man, Mike Ike. He a cool cat. Did he do enough? Yeah, I would say he did enough. Cause True Colors, he kind of like good friend of Steph. So I say B tier, low B tier, almost C tier. Next we got evil. Listen. She didn't drive the entire story because he drove a big part. So I'm gonna have to put her high B tier. Listen, Nathan kind of drove the story with all his antics and stuff. She definitely drove the best part of the story though. So high B tier. And I can't stand her. Bonus points. Now her. What's her name? Dang. Y'all know her face though. Sean Diaz's first friend. She was a cool friend. But C tier. You know, it didn't really get that many interactions with her. So I can't put her any higher than a B. Definitely can't put her A. So that's that. Next we got Maxine Caulfield. You staying right there, S tier. Perfectness. Alright, next. Nah. But I think she definitely S tier. There might be one other person in S tier. If you know, you know. If not, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna see though. Might be 3. Next, this guy. This mean mug man. Listen, he honestly, when I think about it, they really broke into this man's house. He did give him a job. You know, he was selling that thing. But I don't think he was that bad of a guy. Like, he did take him in. He did, you know. If Daniel would have calmed the hell down, he would have been a cool dude. He did drove some story points. So I'm going to say C. But he got to be a high. You know what? Nah, he a bit overdrew. B tier. Low to mid B tier. Next we got, let's see, Sean Mom. When I first played it, I don't know why I ain't like her that much, but now I kind of see it in a different angle. She's not that bad. She's really not. A little bad. You know, you left your family in the dirt, you know, but she did save him in the end, like she supposed to. So low B tier. Get out that E tier. What the hell are you doing? Low B tier. She don't want to go there. You know what? There you go. Alright, next. We got Kate Marsh. Kate the Kate. A tier. Kate did drop on the biggest points. She really about to... Listen, my first playthrough, she went and jumped out that motherfucker. And, you know, I gotta play it through, so I was a little sad that first time. She had to make me run that back again, so she even got replay value added to her. That's a bonus. But her character, she was going through it, and it got better. As long as you paid attention, you actually looked out, and treated someone like a friend. So, it's W. This piece of shit right here, Rachel Amber's dad. That man really set Rachel Amber's real mom up, drugging her and stuff. That man dirty. I might have to put him. He definitely can't go C. I might have to put him a high B tier though. Character wise, this man, he a terrible man. And he got some power and all that. So he's not an A tier, but high B tier. I'm gonna say right behind Victoria. Next, Joyce. Hey, Joyce is cool to me. She also had that wagon on her, which made no damn sense. What the hell? Chloe ain't had no. I ain't gonna talk about that, cause we not ranking that right now. We ain't ranking that. The genes passed down. Joyce, C tier. A high C tier though. A high C tier. Let's say over Mushroom. Over. I'm gonna put her borderline B tier, man. Borderline B tier. Because she was fixing it up in the kitchen. You could, she had interactions and stuff. She might be a B tier for real. You know what? B tier. Low B tier. We just messed up the row. Alright. Next. Mr. Jefferson. Mark. This man, Mark. Disgusting. He over here throwing Diddy parties and shit. I ain't gonna lie. As a person, F tier. But as a character, I hate bringing him up. Bruh. My finger don't want to let me put him right there. I'm not putting him right there. B tier. You know what? Was he a better villain than Nathan? That's what I'm trying to think. He was. You know what? He was hiding in the dark. He a little better than Nathan. He was a good villain. I'm not gonna lie. He did his thing. Next, this guy. I can't remember the name, but I remember him. When you hang out with this man, he seemed actually cool though. So when I found out he was really the big bad guy, it was kind of like, oh man, I thought you was cool. Gave me a place to stay and all that. So I don't find him as evil as Mark Diddy Man Jefferson, but I'm gonna have to put this boy in B tier. His character is good, but I don't know. When it first did it felt like a little bit of a butt pull. Pause on that. Next, we got Hayden. He laid up with two bad bitches when he first saw him. That man just chilling. He living his life. He ain't do much for the story though. D tier. Character, he chill though. He cool. Next up, this hunk of shit. Listen, this man really kidnapped them, tried to call the police on him, and swung some haymakers on him while he was at it. This man has no bounds. Bro gonna tie you up and swing on you like, I had to get my get back on him. Y'all already know what I picked. I stole that tent too. But him, I'm gonna have to put him in the B tier. Listen, there's some folks I forgot too. Actually, no, bruh. You going in the C tier. You not that good, bruh. You're not that good. Like, calm down. C tier you go. I know I forgot the people that beat up Sean when he was in the thing. I know I forgot them. But they would also go C tier. Alright, next. We got Gabe. The Gabeski. Gabe. I might really have to put him in C tier. Not he a bad character, but I feel like you ain't get enough time to really connect with, bro. So it don't hurt that much. Like it won't hurt as much as a Kate falling off some, or will it hurt as much as a Victoria? Let me think. We gotta think logically here now. Will that hurt as much as a Warren? You know what? B tier above Warren. Gabe not that bad. Gabe cool. I ain't dislike him. He was a cool guy. Frank and Beans. That man Frank, he stayed with the beans. I had him slipping on them beans one time. Pause. But see, if y'all know, he can slip on beans. But I'm thinking A tier, cause bro, really like before the storm, Frank was a cool guy. He seemed like a cool dude. Then afterwards, when you play Life is Strange, it's like this man really a dickhead. He really switched up, but not really, cause he all about his bread, and I respect that. So A tier. Next, we got Finn. Bitch ass Finn. Listen, bro, while I was out in the pool getting cool, this man over here taking my brother on death traps. Like, I ain't right with that. I ain't gonna lie. He made me mad. And I'm not gonna lie, he made me mad. He might have to be a C tier. Underneath, bro, who was beating up on us. Who was beating up on Sean. So, I'm gonna put him right there. C tier. Finn. I ain't forgive him. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't forgive him. Next, we got this dude. Listen, I taught this dude so many times. I know that Robert Kappa is the answer. I don't even remember the question, but Robert Kappa is the answer. So he did provide some educational knowledge for you. So I'm gonna put him D tier. Yeah. Alright, next. We got Lil dude who got Ryan killed. Listen, I actually didn't dislike him, because at the end of the day, he was just being a kid, going out, being a bad. I think I did like the messing with him too. The little shits. I'm gonna have to put him in B tier. Underneath Gabe. Yeah, they about the same. Him and Gabe about the same. Next, Papa Diaz. Now listen, I know we only spent a little second with Papa Diaz, but I don't know why. He got B tier. He might be over Gabe. Let me calm down. He ain't that good. I'm gonna put him over Drew though. Listen, it's something about Papa Diaz. You like, yeah, you just want to dap him up. If you know, you know. Next, after Papa Diaz, we got this bar right here. The one who freaked out over Chloe and stuff. Bro kind of crashed out over her, but I might have to put him C tier, low C tier, cause I ain't feel like that threatened by this dude. Like he was trying to save Chloe or whatever. Bro, kind of weird. I ain't feel that much toward it though. Next, listen, I don't remember the name, but I remember the story. The story part she had with the autism, that was kind of sad. I ain't gonna lie. You had to try to help her remember. A tier, man. She was just trying to do what she felt was right. And I got some folks like that. So not some folks, but some neighbors, and I ain't gonna get back into it. I ain't wanna get into that, but it's serious topic. Next, we got my drinking buddy. Buddy always had a drink. C tier. Listen, I ain't gotta explain too much. He's just a C tier. He's just someone cool to drink with. Next, we got Drew. You a bit of a dumbass. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause bro finna make the lead and he over here doing all that other stuff. Like, bruh, go on somewhere. What is you doing with your life? But I might have to rank him. I might have to rank him low C tier. Is he better than Drinking Buddy? Now, but his story is kind of messed up. It's kind of. But dude is finna get out of there in a second, so I don't see why bro's trying to throw that away. You know, he got the scholarships and all that, and he just want to get some money from Dame. Now, the gas station lady. You know what? High D tier. She was lower D, middle of the pack D tier. She was alright. You know, she wasn't as mean as her husband that's somewhere on this list. I can't even see the faces no more. They little scrunched up. You just see the nose. Next, we got the lawyer woman. Listen, I barely remember the stuff from her. C is not memorable at all. E tier. Nah, let me chill out. Low D tier. I just remember she gave me a tough time. That's all I remember, so D tier. Next, David Madsen. Listen, when I first played Life is Strange, I did not like David. I thought that man did it. He was a little weird. I thought he was on his Diddy timing or something. He was on his Drizzy timing. Because bro had pictures of Kate, but, you know, he was just a little protective. He was just a little overprotective, so I don't really put him in the A tier. You know what? Over Franken Beans. Maybe over Kate. Over Nathan. Over Mark Jefferson. He was a good character. Listen, he was a good character. This don't mean a lot. Like, he was a great character. He had me fooled. He had me bamboozled. So, yeah. He gotta go up there. No next stink boy. He drew a picture of me. That's all. D tier. Alright, next we got, I can't remember her name. I remember Juliet Watson, but I can't remember her name. Not Juliet, but somebody gonna know it. This cheerleader got pregnant, had a little whatchamacallit. Her story was alright though. Her story was alright. C tier. She was a good friend, you know. Kinda like Drinking Buddy, but better. Next. Let's see. Daniel. Now with Daniel, it go one or two ways with Daniel. If you get this man a Choco Crisp, he might be your best friend for the rest of the story. If you don't get that man a Choco Crisp, he gonna turn into an absolute villain. You can't stand him if you don't give him that Choco Crisp. I'm telling you, give him that boy that Choco Crisp. If not, he gonna make your life hell. But because you could control it so much with the way you teach him and the way you kind of raise him, I'm gonna put it in A tier. Like, if he a dickhead, it's because you've been a dickhead. So, I like it. Moldable character for real. Next, Damian Priest. Not the wrestler, but the bro. I can't remember if that's really that man's last name. Anyway, let's just call him Dame. Alright, Dame. I wouldn't say he was. He was a villain, but I don't think he was that good of a villain, to be honest. I might put him B tier. Like over bro with the safe. But he alright. I'm not that mad at it. Next. Let's see. We got Courtney. She was just a D tier. Just a D tier. Let's not overthink it. She ain't do nothing special. Next. Let's see. We got the grandma. The grandma. She did get a little feisty at the end, but I wasn't that mad at her. She was feisty because you went through your mom's room and all that. She was kind of withholding some information, so character-wise, I'd say a C. Yeah, I'm gonna say a C tier. Maybe a higher C tier. She wasn't the greatest, now don't get me wrong, so lower down. Underneath Principal Wells. There we go. Alright, next. Let's see. Chloe. Here's where things might get a little controversial. She is an impactful character, I'm not gonna lie. Some people, they risked the whole state of Oregon. They said, fuck them kids. They said, that is crazy. Me, I didn't. Listen, it was a tough choice, though. But character-wise, great. Great. Not S tier. High A tier. High A tier. Probably the highest A tier we got right now. Chloe. Alright, next up. Let's see. Charlotte. You know, I kind of rocked with her. Even if she spazzed on you. It was like, you know, stuff, stress building and stuff. I'll put her in B tier. And let's move her above Gabe. You know that. Maybe above Victoria. She was a good character. Great character. I'm not gonna lie. Gabe was doing this thing with that. Next. This guy right here. Mr. Rebuke. This man, bro. Listen, the character, they set it up in the trailer thing to be something big. But really, you never get that closure of what happened. So, for that, E tier. We don't get the closure. We don't get to see this man spaz out. I don't want to see him spaz out. Listen, I don't want to see that. But it was a big part in the story. So next. We got Cassidy. Some people say Cassidy is S tier. Some people might put her in the A. I'm gonna put her in the high B tier. And see, she was a good character. Don't get me wrong, she was a good character. But I just don't think she did enough. She ain't do enough. But she is interesting. I'm not gonna lie, she is interesting. Next up. Let's see. We got my boy. Same thing, he didn't get his backstory flushed out enough. You know, it's not his fault though. It's really his dad that didn't get his backstory flushed out enough. I think he was a cool kid. He's just trying to be him. You know, he taking the burden on by himself. You know what? B tier. He is cool. Next up. Let's see what we got ourselves into. Pisshead. I don't remember that man's name. I just know he was in the band, and he is apparently a real person in the band. So he was cool with me, especially in Before the Storm. He was real cool. So C tier, high C tier. All right, next up. We got Brooke. Listen, the first couple times I played it, Brooke was a pain in the head, man. I couldn't stand this woman. Couldn't stand her. But I think with Brooke, if you learned her stuff and you tried to be friends with her, you actually tried. She was alright. She wasn't that bad. She just wanted Warden. My fault, not Warden. I'm gonna put her in the middle of the pack, C tier. Alright. It's alright. Next, we got Dude at the Gate. Listen, I don't know why I put Dude at the Gate here, but Dude at the Gate was fire. I just can't explain why, but bro's a middle B tier. Let's say lower B tier. Lower B tier. He not better than Joyce though. Bring him down some. Not better than Drew. Bring him down. He not better than Pisshead guy. Hold up. I'm tripping. You down there with Finn. Below Finn. Listen, he just seemed like a cool dude though. So that's why he up that high. Next up, we got big meaty Hook guy. Like, ooh, I don't know what the hell is that to call him. He look like he throw some haymakers though. But bro is just big dude. Try to toss around Daniel. He did his part. I'm gonna say high C tier. High C tier. Next up, her. Listen, I got tired of saving you. You shouldn't have been in these spots in the first place. I about done let that ball hit you upside your damn head. But she do save you at the end. I don't even know if she really saved you. I had to save her big ass. Listen. I ain't like her. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I had to say, even though I chose to save her over and over, you know what? I'm tripping. C tier. She's cool. She's just reading her book. She minding her business. And I'm just there to help. C tier. Not that high C tier though. Calm down. Right there. Right beside Principal Wells. I can tell by the nose. And last but not least, we got Alex. S tier. Get your ass over there. S tier. But second to S tier. Second in the list in S tier. And she was one of the best main characters we had other than Maxine, I would think. And then at the end, you figure out she got that wagon and she was just hiding it. Like, that don't count toward no points though. But for real, the backstory was good. Seeing that adoption system, like, I ain't never really think about that till I seen this. So, great character. That's all I gotta say. We had 37 minutes. Hey, if you like this, like and subscribe. And we out with your dirt ass.